and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a cozy winter day. The snow is falling outside and I thought it would be the perfect time to sit down and share with you guys what my toddler is getting for Christmas this year. If you're new here, I have a 17-month-old little boy and shopping for him for Christmas is one of my favorite things. I have to be careful not to go overboard because I just find it so fun looking through different lists and getting different ideas and thinking about things that he will enjoy for the coming year. I do try to stick to a 6-rule kind of guide, and this is something I think we will stick to even more closely as he gets older. But the 6 different categories are something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read, something to create, and something to do. I'm also a huge fan of gifting thrifted gifts, especially for kids, because they don't know the difference. I like to disassemble all the things anyways, like take out all the packaging and get all the plastic gone before wrapping gifts anyways. So if it's thrifted, it's not really gonna make a difference. They're not really gonna notice, especially a toddler. So I'm a huge fan of trying to find things secondhand when possible, and also shopping sales is another way that I save a ton of money when it comes to gifts. I bought a lot of these on Black Friday sales and just kept my eye out for different sales over the past few weeks and even months. Whether unintentionally or intentionally, Christmas and birthdays do seem to be the time when I do buy a few more things. I'm not buying a ton of toys throughout the year, and so I do find it a great way to just be intentional and really think about what will be helpful developmentally, what interests will he have in the coming year, and buy things that will be interesting for him for a while. Also helpful to set a budget when it comes to Christmas gifts, and one way to do this is by doing the different categories, is maybe having a different budget for each category. That is something that is helpful to make sure that we're not overspending and just dumping a bunch of money into gifts. So without further ado, let's get into it, starting with the gifts that I think he would want. Obviously, he is still a toddler, so he can't tell me what he wants, but these are the gifts that I think he will really enjoy. And I'll just go ahead and mention some of these categories I do have multiple things in. Some are I only have one thing, and I think in the future going forward, I'd probably just stick to one thing in each. But most of these gifts are small, and also they're not all from us. Some family have contributed or gifted these things. And so having some in different categories, that's how it is this year, but I don't know if we would do that in future years. But that reminds me to stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm gonna be sharing the gift that I'm most excited for and that we've actually already started using, and it's been such a big hit. And like, if I could choose one gift, this would be it for the toddler stage. First up in this category is this Melissa and Doug fire truck. I got this on such a good deal from Amazon when it was like their Black Friday deal. I think all the Melissa and Doug things went on sale. So definitely keep your eye out for sales, but I think that he's really going to enjoy playing with this. They also have a school bus option that I was considering, but I just think the fire truck is just fun. I think he'll like the little people that he can play with. I think pretend play is right around the corner for us, and so having something like this will be good that he will use for months and months. And also he's just so into cars. So even though, again, he can't tell me what he wants, he's always playing with cars. And so I know that this will be a really big hit. Something else that he is super into is balls. This is probably his favorite thing to play with. And we have a few, but I thought having some actual sport balls would be fun. I did order some that I had to return, unfortunately, because a piece was broken. And those ones were actually ones that you needed to pump up. And so these ones that I got will be better. They haven't come yet, but they are foam, they're squishy, and I just think they'll be a better fit for his age. And they're a little bit bigger than the other balls that he has. So as he's walking now, he can start kicking them and throwing them, and I think that he's really going to have a lot of fun with these. Next up is this bath toy. We do not have any bath toys. He only plays with like washcloths, and I have some nesting cups that he plays with, but I think having something else will be really fun. And so I got this. I think he's really gonna enjoy this because he loves like putting things down a slide or like through holes and things like that. So it looks like it's all in pieces. I'm gonna have to put it together. And then there's these little plastic rubber ducks that you kind of drop down the slide, and I believe the whole thing just suction cups to the bathtub. Bath toys were something that I really didn't want to get into because we do share a shower tub with him, and so I didn't want toys everywhere. But I think having one, maybe we'll do another one later on. You can kind of do a bath rotation maybe. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But of course you can take it down and put it away when he's not using it. And I think it will just be a fun thing to bring out when he's having a longer bath time. Sometimes we just need that time to kind of stretch out in the evenings to maybe keep him awake a little bit longer or what have you. So I think this will be a really fun one. Last thing in this category is this gadget toy. Any sort of thing with buttons. He loves remotes, he loves game console pieces, anything with buttons and switches and little things to do like that, he is such a huge fan of. So I think this one will be a big hit, especially for our travels, because we do travel a fair amount. We're gonna be road tripping here soon, and so I think having this toy will just be helpful for when we're on the go. For the need category, something that our son needed this year was a winter hat, and so I got him this one. It's from Roots and it is so warm. I know that Roots is such good quality, and I also snagged this on their, it was like a pre-Black Friday sale. Such good quality, I know will last for our next baby as well as other kiddos, and because I just know the quality is so good. And I also got him some warmer socks because all the socks he has are really thin, and so I think these will be really helpful, especially for layering under boots. If his boots are too big, say this winter, we could just layer on some socks, and then next winter, hopefully they can fit him again. So these ones are super cozy. I love the Roots classic cabin colors, and of course they match the hat as well. As far as something to wear, this was the same thing that I got him last year in this category, and that is Christmas pajamas. And I was especially excited to get him Christmas PJs this year because all of his cousins also have matching ones that they will wear at Christmas and be matching, which is so adorable. So they are these really cute snowmen. These are from Carter's, and I love that they are 100% cotton. And also, now that he is walking, I love that they don't have the footies. They're just the pants so that he can walk around more easily than having his feet covered. I think the snowmen are so cute and something that he can wear throughout the winter, not just at Christmas time, because they are more wintry as opposed to blatantly Christmas. I'll also mention that I will link what I can down below if you are interested in checking out any of the things that I share. Some things I may not be able to find links for, but if I can, I'll share them down in the description box. This is probably my favorite category to shop for because I love books. I love children's books, picture books, and the one that I got this year for Danny is one that I know it just screams Danny to me because he loves berries, and it's the Very Berry counting book. We don't have any counting books, and I knew that this one would be perfect. Berries are his favorite, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and it goes all the way to 10. So it's a very sweet and simple book, but I think we'll get a lot of use out of it, especially once we are closer to that preschool age and actually learning how to count, because we don't have a counting book. So this one will be really helpful on a practical level as well. If you didn't know, I am a teacher. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, but I taught for 3 years and I just love children's literature. And I do share a lot more recommendations over on my Instagram, as well as I have a bunch of children's book recommendations on my Amazon storefront, which you can find in the description box. We have a couple categories to get through still. Next up is the create category, and I have a few gifts to share in this category. Starting off with Play-Doh tools. We have recently started using Play-Doh for like 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't last very long, but I know will be something that we'll just continue to do more and more of. And so these are really nice wooden Play-Doh tools. There's a couple fun different rolling pins like this one, little stamper things. I think there's, 3 rolling pins, a couple of these stamp things, and then just different objects, which I don't know if I may not give him these quite yet because they are kind of pokey, but just different, they're just like wooden dowels that can be used to stamp. They've got different ends on them. There's also this fun rolling one. I like getting toys like this that are more open-ended. There's not just one way to use them, and I kind of will use them for years to come. I also found these bath crayons. These are super inexpensive, but I think will be a really fun thing to use in the bath. And I think I'm gonna put them in his stocking. I don't really have much to go in his stocking. This might be the only thing. They haven't come yet, so I'll share a picture here, but I think these will be fun in the bath. We'll see how it goes. He might be a little bit young, but also some of these gifts I may not even have him use for a while. It's sort of, I'm gathering them now and he's gonna open some on Christmas, and then I might put some away and bring them out, and we do toy rotations as well. And so the bath crayons might be something that maybe I save. I don't know. We'll see how he enjoys them, if he actually understands the concept already. The last thing in the create category is sort of not really create, but it is musical, so it's similar to creating, I guess, creating music. And I know this is going to be a big hit, this little toy piano. He is so interested in music. He is dancing. He wants to play pianos when he sees them. He watches people playing musical instruments. And so I think this is going to be really fun, and it's miniature size, so perfect for little hands. I appreciate that the sound is not really annoying. Like, it sounds nice to listen to, and then it does play classical music as well. And has an off button too, so it's not super loud and obnoxious. Just gonna be a subtle musical instrument in the background. And it also came with some music, which obviously I'll just put this away until he's much older, but I thought this was cute. Some different notes and little songs as sort of a beginner practice into playing the piano. And last but not least is what I'm most excited for, and what I hinted to earlier on in this video, is a learning tower. This has been on my list of things to get for a while. And a few months ago, I realized we were definitely at the stage to start using it, because he was showing such an interest in what I was doing when I was in the kitchen, and he couldn't see up onto the counter, and he wanted to, but he's also heavy and I can't be carrying him around everywhere, especially with a big belly. So we got him a learning tower. I researched so much and I found some different ones I was looking at. At first I really wanted a foldable one, but those ones are more expensive, and I sort of realized we probably wouldn't be putting it away that much. It would just stay at the spot in the kitchen where we have it, and we've actually already got it. We've already been using it. I didn't see any point in just waiting for Christmas, because it's actually so practical and helpful, and he loves it. I do not have a link for it because I did purchase it from somebody local who makes them. I found them on Facebook Marketplace, which is a great place to look for learning towers. You can get some gently used ones there because they are a bigger ticket item. But this one that we got was an amazing price. It was like half of what I was seeing a lot of them online. And from talking to other moms who have them and have used them for years for multiple kids, I'm hoping, and I have a really, really good feeling that we'll be using it for years to come. I did also want to include a few other ideas in case you are here looking for ideas. Maybe you're not even watching this video at Christmas time, you're just looking for toy ideas for your toddler. I wanted to share a few that I considered, but I'm not getting because I feel like we definitely have plenty. But one is a balance bike. This would be something that we would definitely be at this stage, the like 15, 16, 17 month and up stage. And maybe that's something that we would get later on, maybe in the springtime when it's warmer outside. But if you do look into this, I would highly recommend looking on Marketplace, because the brief times that I've gone on there to look, I've found some for really great prices. The second thing that I considered was, I think I already mentioned the Melissa and Doug school bus. So we got the fire truck, but the school bus is one that I sort of have on a list, maybe for a birthday or somewhere down the road. And then a couple things that I considered, but I know that we're not at this stage yet, so I'm keeping them on my list maybe for next Christmas. One is magnet tiles. I know that so many preschool age kids absolutely love these. I love open-ended toys like magnet tiles, and I just know that Danny's not quite at that stage yet of building. He's just interested in other things. So again, maybe for next Christmas. Something else kind of similar are these blocks that are see-through, colorful, I think are really fun, and again, open-ended. And we don't really have building blocks, so this might be something for, again, down the road, but I want to mention those things just in case you're looking for some extra ideas this Christmas season. Well, that is everything that my toddler is getting for Christmas this year. I hope that you were able to find some ideas. If you have young kids that you are shopping for this year, I would love to hear your ideas and recommendations in the comments. And I'm sure other moms who are looking for different ideas will enjoy hearing your thoughts and ideas for maybe even different ages than just the toddler stage. So comment those down below, and I'm always looking for those ideas as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you could give it a like and even subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification if you are new here, I would really appreciate it. I hope that you have a joyful and blessed Christmas season, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.